wish I had you all alone. Just the two of us. What's up out there? This is your boy, Fudge Monster. My real name is Matt Facci, and this is my YouTube channel. This is going to be the first video that I've ever done, so bear with me on this. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully it's something you want to see more of. Possibly subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Every time I upload a new video, you will be the first one notified, and hopefully you'll sit back and enjoy and like what you see. So for my first video, I'm going to do a movie review for my favorite franchise, the guy right there, Haddonfield High, the original John Carpenter's Halloween 1978. What is there to say, honestly, that has not been said already? I mean, it is what other horror movies dream to be. Starring Donald Pleasence, Jamie Lee Curtis, directed by John Carpenter, also Deborah Hill assisting. It is just a perfect horror movie. Definitely perfect for Halloween time. It's amazing. Let's get started real quick. In the beginning of the movie, you're going to see little 6-year-old Michael Myers stalking his sister from outside of the house. Slowly, you know something ain't right with this kid, creeping on his sister like this. And then it hits. He grabs the butcher knife, walks straight up the stairs after the boyfriend leaves, kills his sister, walks to the front lawn. His parents pull up. They're like, what the heck's going on? They see this little 6-year-old boy dressed as a clown with a bloody knife half as big as him. It sends chills down your bones. I mean, just thinking about it right now. The way the camera just zooms back just to see the look on his parents' face when they remove the mask and see the little 6-year-old boy with no emotions, doesn't say a word. It's just phenomenal, to be honest with you. And I almost forgot the opening credits. With that pumpkin glowing, the music, the John Carpenter theme hitting, boom, 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 playing through the slow, winding credits, gets you right in the mood for a chilling horror movie. As the film progresses, we get to meet Dr. Loomis, played by Donald Pleasence. He is Michael Myers' doctor. Couldn't have picked a better choice for that. He's driving up there to make sure that Michael's transfer goes smoothly to the next facility. However, upon arriving, he notices that Michael actually escaped, and he actually steals their car, conveniently, and he has somehow learned how to drive after being in there for 15 years. But that's another story. Nobody knows. Maybe they gave him lessons. You know what I mean? He usually refers to Michael as it, not him. However, when he says he is gone from here, he refers to Michael as he, as him, as a human. So he kind of goes back and forth on it. Is he a human? Is he not a human? That's pretty much up for the viewer's mind to decide what they actually think this guy right here is. As the movie continues to progress, we're going to meet the main protagonist of the film, Laurie Strode. Just a normal neighborhood girl, you know, the girl next door, you know. Has a couple friends, does babysitting to make some extra cash in the evening, kind of a bookworm, per se. Her dad's a realtor, so she has to drop the key off at conveniently, the Myers house, okay? That's when Michael Myers finds his attraction. It's just who he wants to focus on. It's what the whole series is pretty much based on, him trying to get to Laurie Strode. And once he sees her through that screen door, that's the fate. That's just what, you know, it stars aligned, and that's what it is. It's just, it's kind of scary that he just picked a random person just to go by and stalk for the rest of the movie. You know, get Laurie, drops the key off, goes to school and whatnot, and walking home with Annie and her friend Linda. They see Michael drive by in the car. Pretty dang creepy, actually. The guy staring at you as he goes by slowly past you. And Laurie knows something ain't up, but the other two friends, they think everything's alright. You know, it's just all kind of slow burn up until when we actually get the confrontation between Michael and Laurie. Laurie sees Michael multiple times before the actual confrontation. He sees her behind the bushes. Or should I say, she sees him behind the bushes. And she also sees him in the backyard by the sheets, hanging on the line. But nobody believes. They just think she's crazy. But they'll soon find out that she knew what she was talking about. She knew what she was talking about. Annie and Laurie had some babysitting jobs that night. Annie was babysitting at the Wallace house, and Laurie was babysitting across the street at the Doyle house. I think the atmosphere while Laurie's waiting to be picked up from Annie is just incredible. We have the leaves blowing. You can kind of get the crisp chill of the fall air. It just has that perfect atmosphere for you to know that this is the Halloween season. There's something eerie and creepy is going on, you know what I mean? So as they proceed through the evening, they get to their babysitting gigs, you know, for the evening. Annie's looking you know, drop off Lindsay over at the Doyle's house and trying to frolic with her boyfriend, Paul. But that whole leading up to that part, it's just Michael stalking Annie all over at the Wallace house. He's looking at her through the kitchen window. He's looking at her through the laundry room. He's just always there in the background knowing exactly what's going on. And that's what makes it so creepy about him. Because he could be anywhere and you not even know he's there. And he just takes his time. He plays with his victims. And when the opportunity is right, he'll strike and he will dispose of that person in a lethal way every time. And if you escape, you're one of the lucky ones. As we find out later, Annie is not so lucky. When she goes to get in her car to pick up Paul, she knows the windows are all fogged up. That's because Michael, this guy right here, he's hiding in the back seat. So he chokes her. Slits her throat. And she's done. She is done. And she never even saw it coming. Next, while this is going on, Dr. Loomis is with Sheriff Brackett, the sheriff in the movie, played by Charles Cyphers. They're trying to, you know, investigate the Myers house, see if he was there and if he's going to come back. And that's whenever you get the famous Dr. Loomis speech. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil. And you're like, wow, dude, this doctor really did not want him to get out. But as fate had it, he got out using Dr. Loomis's car, of all things. Kind of ironic. But Dr. Loomis is just an awesome character. Donald Pleasance plays him perfectly. He nails every line. It's just, they couldn't have picked a better actor to play that role. Now, back to the Wallace house. Annie and Laurie's other friend, Linda, shows up with her boyfriend, Bob, to, you know, do a little getting down and dirty in the sheets. You know what I'm saying? They do their thing. Michael lets them do their thing. He lets them finish. And then he lurks in the shadow. You see the silhouette walk across as they're having sex. And it's pretty dang creepy. Pretty darn creepy. He waits downstairs. You know, they get a little thirsty from all that rough action. Goes downstairs to get a beer, and he thinks Linda's playing a little prank on him, so you know what happens? Michael busts out the closet, chokes him up against the wall, and stabs him. Pins him in the chest to the wall. And he does the famous stand back, head tilt, admire what you did. Whew. Iconic. And then not only that, then he goes upstairs and plays with Linda, dressed up as a ghost, with Bob's glasses on. Who thinks of this stuff? Not a killer like Jason, just Michael. He waits for Linda to turn her back, grabs the phone cord, chokes her out. And who does he hear on the phone? Laurie. The person he's been looking for this whole time. And now, Laurie starts to know something ain't exactly right. So she makes sure the kids are okay. She tucks them all in. Walks over to the Wallace house. Takes her time. Investigates the house, can't find nothing. Goes up the stairs to find Annie laid on the bed with the Judith Myers tombstone that Michael dug up earlier. Row 18, plot 20, in case you were interested in finding out where she was at in the cemetery. But other than that, you know what I mean. He took the time to place all these items. Annie on the bed, the tombstone, the pumpkin glowing on the dresser. I just wanted to know when he had time to do all this stuff. I mean, he just said, hey, you know what, I'm going to put this dead body by the tombstone, put a little pumpkin over there for some atmosphere. I mean, I ain't hating on it, it's kind of weird, but I guess it is what it is back in 1978 on a, $300,000 budget. And he also had time to hang up Bob in the closet and then stick Linda in the other closet that, the door creeps open by itself. Kind of weird, but still creepy at the same time. Scares Laurie into backing out into the hallway, and that's when you get the iconic blue light shining over Michael as he slowly emerges from the back, and then the famous cut of Laurie's arm, and then the music kicks in, and that's probably one of the best chase scenes in any movie you're ever going to find, to be honest. I mean, just the way the wind's blowing, the leaves are blowing. Laurie is fearful for her life getting back over to the Doyle house. She can't find her keys, even though she took her keys with her over to the Wallace house, but we'll go with it. Finally gets in the house. Michael gets in too. She takes the swing, stabs him right in the neck. Stabbed him in the neck with a knitting needle. You think it's over? She goes upstairs and gets the kids and you think it's over. But the little boy says, you can't kill the boogeyman. And he's damn right. You can't. Because he's not human. If he was human, he would die. But there gotta be a little bit of supernatural that he keeps coming back. Coming back. So she locks the kids away in another closet. And then she goes in the closet. Another iconic scene when he's bursting through the closet. Stabs him right in the eye with the coat hanger. Drops the knife. Stabs him with his own knife. You think, oh, okay, it's over, we're good. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Because she's relaxing, getting up. Michael does the infamous sit-up. Perfect slow rise, baby. He gets up, starts to choke her. Then you get to see his lovely, lovely face under that nice latex mask. And then Dr. Loomis shows up. The famous 6 shots. Right over the balcony. And then you think it's over again. He looks down, he's dead. Bottom laying on the grass. He's dead. And that's when Laurie says, it was the boogeyman. Not a question. She's not asking a question. She's making a statement. It was the boogeyman. Because it was. How could any human take all that punishment and still keep on coming back? It's impossible. And then Dr. Loomis says, as a matter of fact, it was. Because he knows that the evil was the boogeyman as well. And when he goes back over to look over that balcony, Michael is gone. and then all you hear is his breathing, and the Halloween theme song just kicks in full gear. And it's like, holy shit, what is this? Who is this? Is it a guy? Is it a monster? What is going on? You're just thinking, like, how did this guy do it? Is it even possible? You don't know. You just don't know. And you may never know. But that's what a good story does. It keeps the viewer engaged, keeps the viewer thinking, like, wow, dude. Like, what kind of human being or person or thing is this to take this punishment? You know what I mean? 1 minute he's there, 1 minute he's gone. You just shot him over the balcony, he's gone. It's just, I don't know how somebody can survive it. But it's pretty freaking sweet. It's one of the best, if not the best, horror movie of all time. Even on that limited budget. At one point in time, it was the highest grossing independent film of all time. And who would have thought that little film would make Michael Myers into the icon he really is today? It really is incredible that this guy right here is just so iconic. Like, everybody knows what this is. This is The Shape. Michael Myers, The Shape. He can be anywhere, behind you in the shadows. It's incredible. And horror would definitely be changed if that movie didn't exist. So, to rate this movie, I'm going to go on a scale of 1 to 5. I'm going to go ahead and give this a 4.5 out of 5. It got the atmosphere, it got the mood, it got the soundtrack, it got the mystery, it got the kills. It's pretty badass, to be quite honest with you guys, actually. So, I know I kind of rambled on here for a little bit. I know it's my first video, but hopefully I continue to make more of these for you guys and you enjoy them. And hopefully you'll hit that button and subscribe and like, and we'll keep talking about this guy for a little bit longer, because I think he deserves it as long as he's been around. So, from the Fudge Monster right here, you guys have yourself a good day.